And yet boldness is a child of ignorance and baseness, far inferior to other parts. But nevertheless it doth fascinate and bind hand and foot those that are either shallow in judgment or weak in courage, which are the greatest part. Yea, and prevaileth with wise men at weak times. Therefore we see it hath done wonders in popular states, but with senates and princes less, and more ever upon the first entrance of bold persons into action than soon after. For boldness is an ill keeper of promise. Surely as there are mountebanks for the natural body, so are there mountebanks for the politic body. Men that undertake great cures, and perhaps have been lucky in 2 or 3 experiments, but want the grounds of science, and therefore cannot hold out. Nay, you shall see a bold fellow many times do Mahomet's miracle. Mahomet made the people believe that he would call an hill to him, and from the top of it offer up his prayers for the observers of his law. The people assembled. Mahomet called the hill to come to him again and again, and when the hill stood still, he was never a whit abashed, but said, if the hill will not come to Mahomet, Mahomet will go to the hill. So these men, when they have promised great matters, and failed most shamefully, yet if they have the perfection of boldness, they will but slight it over, and make a turn, and no more ado. Certainly, to men of great judgment, bold persons are a sport to behold. Nay, and to the vulgar also, boldness hath somewhat of the ridiculous. For if absurdity be the subject of laughter, doubt you not, but great boldness is seldom without some absurdity. Especially it is a sport to see, when a bold fellow is out of countenance, for that puts his face into a most shrunken and wooden posture, and needs it must, for in bashfulness the spirit do a little go and come, but with bold men upon like occasion they stand at a stay, like a stale at chess, where it is no mate, but yet the game cannot stir. But this last were fitter for a satire than for a serious occasion. This is well to be weighed, that boldness is ever blind, for it seeth not dangers, not inconveniences, therefore it is ill in counsel, good in execution, so that the right use of bold persons is, that they never command in chief, but be seconds and under the direction of others. For in counsel it is good to see dangers, and in execution not to see them, except they be very great. The Essays of Francis Bacon, of Counsel. The greatest trust between man and man is the trust of giving counsel.